Good evening, welcome to Beer Fan TV. Tonight we have another fantastic IPA, not always in stock on the Phillips Perfect Drafts. Tonight we've got Jaipur. If you want to see what we think of it, give it a taste and everything else like that and a test, join me and let's see what we think. So you saw me pour the beer in the beginning part of the video. It's poured from the Phillips Perfect Draft, which is a keg machine. The kegs come in 10.5 pints. Stored in the machine at 3 degrees. You can't adjust that, so that's the temperature it comes in. But it keeps it nice and cool, and just pour it like you would any other type of draft machine, really. The keg itself I purchased from Beer Hawk. I paid £39.90 for the keg, and I bought it in packs of 3. In a pack of 3, sorry. There is discount codes, and I've done a video on that. Tells you how to use the code. So I suggest if you haven't seen that already, jump on it and watch that video, and you can make yourself substantial savings on buying this beer. But yeah, so I purchased it with the 15% discount, so that made it £33.90 for the keg. I also had as well a keg return as well, so every keg you return out of the machine you get £5. So I also had, so it pretty much made it about £28.90 for the actual keg, and when you break that down into actual pints, that's the best part of about £2.90 a pint, and for an IPA, draft IPA, that's a pretty good price. To get that kind of priced IPA today, you'd either have to get yourself a perfect draft machine or get yourself a time machine, to be honest. But it's pretty good. But obviously those discounts are massive because, you know, we're purchasing the keg without those, it then makes it nearly £4 a pint. So I think it's well worth using those discounts mentioned earlier when you buy the beer. So the beer in this keg is the same stuff that you would get delivered to the sort of the pubs, the bars and restaurants and stuff like that. So if you've had at Jaipur before in a bar or restaurant, you're probably going to find that it's going to be the same stuff that you get out of this machine. So you know you're going to like it. It's a bit different than the stuff that's brewed in the cans and bottles, because that stuff, as we've mentioned before, is designed to sit on a supermarket shelf at whatever degrees, and then for you to be able to open it and drink it. It's normally a little bit thinner, a little lighter bodied, and this stuff is generally a little bit different. I always find that beers and drinks out of these machines is generally very similar to what you get out of the can and bottle, but it's almost like it's on steroids, so it always tastes a little bit better, a little bit more enjoyable. So obviously you saw the pour at the very beginning. You can see that it's quite a little bit hazy beer. It's got a nice head on it though, nice head retention, and you know, carbonation wise, not a lot of carbonation, not very many bubbles in that, to be honest. Smell wise, it's got a nice sort of fruity smell, you know, not too strong, but it's just nice. No sort of punky smell that you get from the cans and the bottles. So taste wise, really nice. If you like your IPAs, you're going to be spoilt with one of these machines, because they are genuinely really nice, smooth, easy drinking, no bitter aftertaste, nothing that kicks you right at the back end. This is actually quite a nice, easy drinking IPA. I'd even go as far as to say someone that's looking to try an IPA, it's quite nice and delicate. Some of them can be quite fruity and have quite a bitter taste to them. This one doesn't have that. It's kind of just smooth and it's enjoyable, just a really nice beer. And I always think if you look at the lacing on the glass, that gives you a good idea. You know, pour yourself a can of lager or whatever it is, put it in a glass. I don't think you'll have lacing like that. That's what you get from draft beer. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is a really nice IPA, really enjoyable, and I couldn't recommend it even more. A couple of tips for you. Mine's been in the machine now about 6 days, so I put it in last weekend with the idea that I was going to be trying it this weekend. The good thing about doing that is it settles it gives it time to settle in there, gets it nice and cool, ready for when you're going to drink it. But the big thing is the settle part. I see a lot of people putting messages up about when they're pouring the beers, it's just a load of head. What you find is this one did have a bit of head, but it drops quite quick. The IPA, this kind of drink normally will have that kind of head, but it drops quick. But sometimes you get it with the lagers and stuff. So I always say to people, if you're going to drink from these machines, keep it in the machine, put it in the machine at least 24 hours beforehand, so when you go to pour it, it's just a little bit more settled. But listen, apart from that, guys, look, it's the start of the Premier League season. Arsenal kick off tonight against Brentford. I'm not 100% confident we're going to get the result that we need. Brentford have got nothing to lose, and I've just read as well that we're struggling for goals, and we've just sold Willock, who's scored 7 in 7 for Newcastle last season, and we've just sold him for 20 million or 25 million pound, which I think could have been a bit of a mistake. But I'll be watching that later. Fingers crossed goes well. So listen, look, enjoy whatever it is that you guys do this weekend. Enjoy your beer, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care.